There's been a lot of immigration from Africa in this particular part of Colombia, obviously on the way up to the US. And this is a seriously hardcore local area. We're just sort of debating about where we're going to stay because it's not really somewhere you want to wild camp. Because there's a lot of desperation here. One of the poorest areas in Colombia, and just north of us is where the Darien. Obviously a lot further is the Darien Gap, but this is all jungle in here, and I mean trying to chop your way through here would take you a lifetime. I did some reading earlier, and a lot of these people are coming straight from Africa. So a lot of people when they arrive, they clearly don't speak any sort of Spanish. A lot of them are speaking French, which is coming from West Africa, and some of them haven't pushed on to the States. Obviously the States is far from welcoming for boatloads of people, so a lot of them have stayed here, but it's a very, very dark part of Colombia. I've been on a few trains in my time, but this is definitely the most unique. Hola, little amigo. They get a lot of tourists out here, I'll tell you right now. This is very, very local. Okay, the army have just showed up and they've just told us it's not safe to stay here tonight at all. So I think we'll get our stuff together. We're going to head down. The guys put a point on the map and we'll drive to a place called Buenaventura. They just said robbers, you know, thieves, all that sort of thing. I mean, everyone's pretty desperate here. I mean, this port is the biggest exporting port for cocaine in the world. Buenaventura. I mean, this is it, and this is the busiest port of Colombia. So you can imagine, busy port in Colombia, there's a lot of shit going out. So there's a lot of army stuff down here, and we're trying to find somewhere to park. Can't park in the street down here. It's just not safe. Right, so we bit the bullet, and we're staying the night in a hotel. The great thing is, Ingy's car is parked in the secure sort of lock-up thing in the hotel. This hotel would have been really great back in the day. I mean, it's beautiful high ceilings. It's got that real sort of Havana feel about it. But I think it's about 50 years past its use by date. Having said that, it's got a pool, so I'm fucking happy about that. Anyway, I've had some hotels with some magnificent views in my time, but look at that. Now that takes the cake, eh? Holy fuck! And this is one of the best hotels in Buenaventura.
It's really, really bad here.
It's true. It's ironic because this is one of the busiest ports in this part of South America. This is actually Colombia's busiest port, but the level of poverty, as Ingy said, is phenomenal. And we stayed in the rich area, which meant that we only had about 300 homeless people lying around us. Yeah, as far as things to see, you know, there's two colonial buildings here that are clearly falling apart. Yeah, it was an experience, and walking around last night was really cool. It had a really cool vibe.
I didn't feel unsafe too.
Yeah, you didn't?
No.
No, that's because you're with me.
Come on.
Now we're off to go back to the village that we were told we couldn't stay in for the night. and hopefully
Watching me, yearning for the day two worlds finally start converging. A burning man extinguishing to peace. That perfect moment in my heart.
that was one of the most unique train rides I've ever had. What about you, Ing?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here we go. This is the cheap hostel. We're not staying here tonight, but it does come with mosquito nets. So this place is basically cut off from the rest of. Well, I mean, you've got to go on that little train with the motorbikes, but this is very unique. This is a hotspot for malaria. There is this hardcore malaria here everywhere. So obviously, anyone who comes down here, be very aware to take precautions. But we saw the malaria guy yesterday. He said, be very careful. It's called the Choco, and I touched on this earlier. This is Colombia's poorest region, and this area, going that way, I think, is up to Panama, and this jungle is intense. I mean, you get lost in this jungle. I don't think you're gonna come out, depending on how good your orientation skills are. If you rely on Google and any sort of electronic shit, you're fucked in the jungle. So, obviously old school guys like myself, no problem.
Es como un hospital a la orden.
Mango. Hola, amigo. ¡Opa, mamacita! That makes me feel much better about the combi. This place is pretty unique. I don't know what the history is here, but I think maybe this used to be like, I don't know, for wood or... Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, amigos? Bien. I don't know what the history is here, but I think it might have been something to do with jungle wood or something, but there's a train track in, train track out, and that's it. But obviously it was abandoned some time ago. Oh, es muy grande. Yeah, it's all about tubing here, huh? ¿Cuánto es? ¿Un plato?
Sí. Wow.
Oh yeah. Let's go, keep it real. Just going down to the waterfall with 250 of our best friends. Hola, buenas.